clients is they just don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but I actually often have to explain it to them. Halt, wait, let's review that again. Hi, and welcome back to Consultant's Corner. I'm Brizi. This is my corner. I am a consultant. I hear this a lot. Clients don't know what they want. It's up to the service provider to explain what the client wants. And I want to propose an alternative theory here. The clients know perfectly well what they want. What they don't always know is what they need in order to achieve that. And rightly so. What they need is your expertise. What they want is their expertise. The focus of today's video is understanding what clients want. Because here's the secret to this whole equation. What your clients want when they hire you actually has nothing at all to do with you. It has very little to do with the service you provide. And it's not about the product that you offer. What clients actually want is all about what they do. It's all about what they want to happen in their work, in their business, in their life. What clients want is all the stuff that has nothing to do with you and in fact doesn't even happen until long after you've left the room. They are hiring you to obtain an outcome that happens after you are done. What they're doing with you is merely a means to an end. That end is what they want. Classic example, I do a lot of work on writing value propositions. None of my clients actually want a value proposition. They're not hiring me and paying me money to spend time together writing out a value proposition to then take said value proposition and put it in a drawer or on a wall somewhere and voila, they're done. What my clients want, more clients, an easier sales cycle, improved messaging. Maybe they're rebranding and they want a whole new message. They want to improve their reputation. They want to connect with you new users. They want to launch a new product or in a new market. Ultimately, they want to increase their bottom line, always. The value proposition is a means to an end. With a great value proposition, they've facilitated all of that messaging. They're connecting with those new clients. They're having conversations about value and so on and so forth. I'm perfectly aware that none of my clients actually want a value proposition. All of my clients want to grow their business. Growing their business does not happen while I'm with them working on the value proposition. But the value proposition is a tool that is going to allow them to grow their business. Understand what your clients want. That's what you're actually selling them, is that outcome that has really very little to do with the work that you do. It is a consequence of the work that you do, but it's not the work that you do. Here's how I want you to approach understanding what it is that your clients want. Your client calls you and works with you on a specific project, on a particular function. That's happening right here. The outcome that we've talked about, them wanting, happens afterwards. So let's say it happens over here, after the fact, in a time sequence going in this direction, which is backwards for me, but I'm trying to make it correct for you. So you are here, your client wants an outcome that happens over here. Your client is spurred towards this outcome by something that happens over here before you enter the picture. Your client's over here thinking, why don't I have more clients, for example? But what has made them ask that question? Maybe they're thinking, why haven't I expanded in new territories? Why is all my business repeat business and never new business? Or why is my business always new business and never repeat business? Why have my sales plateaued? I seem to be growing at this rate in the previous 3 years, and the last 2 years, much lower. Why do my competitors always look so much more successful than I do? Wait a second, what if I want to retire in 5 years? Am I getting there? My clients are asking themselves any one of these or many other questions, and that is all happening here before they call me. That is the beginning of the thought process that might spur them into a conversation and then a contract with me, and we work together, and then they're getting that outcome that was spurred by that initial question. These two things are now connected, and I have come in here and all I've done is built that bridge that brings them from one point to the other. What is happening before a client even is aware that you are the correct solution for them? What is the ideal outcome that they're picturing at the end of this whole project when they're sitting over here? If they don't even consider you in the equation, what are they thinking about nonetheless? Understand what your clients are considering, what they're asking themselves, what they're hoping will happen without putting yourself in the equation. And then you truly are in your customer context and you're understanding what your customer is dealing with, what your customer really wants. By the way, what's happening here when you are working is what your customer needs, and that's a topic for a future video. And those are two different things, what your customer wants and what your customer needs. First thing is to understand what your customer wants. That's how you speak your customer's language. That's how you resonate with your customer. And that's how your customer not only sees that you get their business and their situation, but also how your customer associates you and what you do with their ideal outcome, even if it really has nothing to do with what you do. Homework for today is, of course, to describe what your customer wants. If you manage websites and one of the things you provide is calendar plugins, remember that your customer does not want a calendar plugin. They just want their clients to be able to book appointments without having to answer the phone all day. If you are a mortgage loan officer, remember that no client wants a mortgage. That is literally debt for the next 30 years. What they want is to live in a particular school district. What they want is the dreams that that beautiful kitchen will make come true. You are allowing them to make that investment. If you are a translator, shout out Freelance Translation Tips channel. Your clients don't want their content in another language. They want to be doing business across jurisdictions. They want to be marketing themselves to a whole new market. They want to expand their reach into China or Italy or all of South America or the entire Arabic world. They want to know that the contracts they have with a supplier who's in a different country actually reflect what they need in this country. They need a proper translation of those legal documents. Understand what it is that your client is actually buying, what they actually want. It is not about the service you provide, but it is about what that service allows them to do that they couldn't have done beforehand. If you are working as a consultant, remember how important it is to define this, because what you sell is abstract and you have to know what it is that your clients actually want, what they're truly buying, what they are actually investing in with their time and money by working with you. For this and more on how to define your service as a consultant, check out my course on becoming a freelance consultant. More tips and tricks in there for defining a service that is in its nature completely intangible. And I, of course, will see you at our next video. Bye now.